Okay. Well, explain these trophies that you won. Yeah.
Okay, right here, this was one of our open class tournaments. We got the Outstanding Team Award because we had the most participants win at that division.
Is that right?
And
Congratulations.
Bobby McGruder. Thank you, sir. And right there is one of the kids as we showed that we also have good sportsmanship in our club.
Good.
And we demand that from our kids, that they be respectful and honor and show good sportsmanship at all times. And that was one of our JO champions. We actually had 3. One was Malik, Cole, Jelante McCole, Ronell Jackson, and Lamont Roach. They also won the Junior Golden Gloves. But it's over for them. They don't no longer, they can't advance. The other trophy is for the kids that can advance.
All right, now, Mr. Wynn, tell me about this. Are you recruiting females, or are you just working?
Yeah, we do actually. We do recruit females, but as I tell them, you have to be serious about your game. If you're not 100% dedicated to it, it's not the sport to be in.
Yeah.
And how do you encourage that?
I just tell them to make sure that this is exactly what they want, because when I got started, it was one thing to train, but it's another thing to actually get in that ring and get hit.
Right.
So
hey, say that real loud.
It's a wake-up call, that's for sure.
Right. Well, tell us. This is no excuse. I want people to realize. Actually, what if the young man or young lady, don't conform? I mean, what do? Make them run laps or sit-ups, or what's the punishment?
Oh, it's several stages of punishment, depending on what happens. If they don't do what they told, they may do extra, or they may be sent home that day. It's just we have a lot of kids, and we have a lot of focus in there on our goals. And the kids that are not complying at time, they know that they can be sent home at any given time and come back the next day, because every day is like a good day.
Well, what about diet? Is there a special diet that you try to convey to
I always try to tell them that they should eat, the best foods as far as no fried foods and stuff like that. But, they're young still, and they do what they want. Even though they do train very well, they sometimes go above and beyond that.
I want to congratulate the Excuse Boxing Club and hoping that you guys continue bringing trophies to the Washington, D.C. area. And we're going to look for some of those boxers in the Golden Gloves, So this is very good that young people have gotten positive things out of other young people. And just keep up the good work. But right now, the 2 boxers that's coming on in the next segment, tell me about them, quickly.
Okay, quickly. We have Jerry Odom. He's a 178-pound open-class fighter. Jerry is 18 years of age. He's young in the field, but he's very aggressive. And and then you have Kevin Rivers. He's a 132-pound. 132-pound athlete. He's a former national champion.
Okay, then. You heard it right here on the Ed Brown Show, and we're going to bring you some more of those no-excuse boxers. See you in a second. Hi, welcome back to the Ed Brown Show. This is the 3rd segment, and we have results from the No Excuse Boxing Club. I mean, these guys are winners, and I'd like to welcome Kevin Rivers and Jerry Odom. Now, Jerry Odom is 178, and Rivers is 137.
132.
Now, 132,
yes,
because you'd go in another class if you won 137.
Yeah, the next weight class after 132 is 141.
141, yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, you guys are draped, they got all these medals draped over you. And we're going to open up with Jerry. Just tell us something about, how did you win, though? You didn't go to the awards store and buy those, did you? Tell us, how did you get that?
That's how it worked. Well,
okay.
This one right here, I went to Puerto Rico, and it was a duel match against Puerto Rico and USA, the United States. And I won 1st place in that, and that was my first international fight.
Great.
So, and this one was the Junior Olympics. I won this in 2009. Junior
Olympics.
Junior National Championship in Denver, Colorado. And this one is just from last year in ringside in Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Called the World Games.
World Games. Congratulations,
Thank you,
there,
sir.
Jerry. Fantastic. All right, Kevin, you raring to go then. Tell us what you got there. You got 3 medals.
Yeah, well, right here, this medal right here, the USA tournament, and this all together, this medal on the belt.
I see.
I actually won it in 2009 from June 8th through the 13th out Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Oh, Colorado Springs.
Yeah, it's a great tournament to be in. You fight all the best fighters around the USA, and I won it. Yeah. And I got this plaque right here from. I also won an outstanding boxer, the Belukovich Award from the D.C., Maryland, Virginia.
Congratulations.
Our region and all.
Okay, tell me, it's some guys out there probably envy you guys. Just tell them, what do you have to do to win medals like that? As far as conditioning, what do you condition yourself? You got fantastic coaches at No Excuse, but you have to want to do it yourself. Tell us about it, Jerry.
Basically, it's just you have to have that one in you, and that basically what we call that dog. If you,
you gotta have a dog.
That's a little dog.
Yeah, that's a little dog. You got that rough, that big boy.
That's a little dog. You got to have more dogs.
Yeah, no chihuahua.
But as far as training, it's what you do outside the gym, not what you do inside the gym, because you'll do anything in the gym because the coaches are watching. Right. So it's just the work you put in outside the gym.
Well, what about you?
You gotta be disciplined. You gotta have discipline. You gotta make sure you continue to train hard. You gotta be faithful to the sport. You can't be out, like he said, coach gonna be with you inside the ring, but when you outside that ring, you gotta make sure you can't be out partying every night or on the weekends. You can't be with all the females. You gotta stay focused. Boxing is a very tough sport, and like. You need your focus, and you need your discipline. You gotta make sure you run in the mornings. You gotta make sure you do your exercise.
Running. What do you run? What do you run? Miles?
Yeah, I run miles. I average out 2.5 miles. I run more sometimes, but that's a nice little set pace for me. So
self-discipline is the thing.
That's the key,
right? Because you as an individual, when you get in that ring, baby, you by yourself.
Yeah, you by yourself. Yeah.
If you're not in condition, then you're the guy that's going to suffer, right?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay, Jerry, tell us about your toughest fight.
Well, one of my toughest fights was in the Worlds. That's when I went to Kansas.
Kansas.
That was in 2008. I fought it was a tough fight. I kind of looked at him and was like, man, I got him, but he was from overseas and he was strong, so it was a fight.
What type of what was it? Decision or knockout?
It was decision.
Decision.
Yes.
Okay. Right. How many knockouts you have?
I give or take 7.
7 knockouts. Ooh, wow. Better be careful around you. 178, man. Yeah. Got 7 knockouts. That's great. What about you, Kevin?
My toughest opponent by far goes by the name of Ernesto Garza from Michigan. I fought him out in this tournament, the U.S. Championship, where I mentioned a little while ago. It was a tough fight. It was a real tough fight. The guy was strong, short, stocky. Just kept coming. First I tried to outbox him, but I had to sit there and brawl with him, man. Like you said, that dog, I had to let that dog out.
Right.
I had to let that dog out. Yeah. I came out victorious. That's the blessing about it.
Okay, Jerry, tell us about how did you get involved in boxing? Why?
I mean, I got involved in boxing
because somebody beat you up all the time and decided got tired of being beat up.
No, it was just because I liked to fight a lot and I was always fighting, so I turned it into a positive activity instead of doing it out in the streets and getting in trouble for it.
Right.
So
excellent. Say that real loud, though. Yeah, so all you guys want to fight, hey, go into the ring, boy. That's discipline,
so how
right?
tough you are.
Right.
People in the streets, man, it's not worth it.
Not worth it.
Take
right.
it in the gym.
Yeah.
Make some money out of it.
That's great. What about you?
I got into boxing My family is a boxing family. My father, my uncle.
You're from a boxing family.
Yeah, I'm from a boxing family. So,
so you grew up with somebody beating up on you? So
nah, I didn't grow up with nobody beating up on me. I grew up when I was
well,
born.
You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I do have brothers and sisters.
Older?
Yeah, older. 2 older brothers and 2 older sisters.
Well, you got beat up a couple times, baby.
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Mess with them.
I know you got beat up a couple times. You go in their room, take some of their stuff or something. You know what I mean? Wear some of their stuff, man. I know what you mean. I was a baby, so I know I had an older brother, baby. I had to defend myself.
Yeah, you gotta defend yourself.
Because if you don't, they take advantage of you, right?
Right.
Okay, what about you?
Far as what?
About your family.
I mean, my family is fighter, but a lot of them, they ain't get involved in boxing. We more of a
football.
Right, football.
See, I can tell. He looks like a football player, don't you? What do you play? You play football?
I used to. I stopped because I started getting focused in boxing.
Is that right? What position you played in football?
I played last position. I played.
You like to hit people.
Right.
No wonder you went. No wonder you went into boxing. All linebackers like to hit people.
Yeah.
You know, they get their kicks out of jacking people up. You know, but I want to congratulate you guys. I mean, you're #1 as far as this area is concerned.
Yes.
You're a great example for young people, and your club, the No Excuse. They have a good slogan there, and they are producing. Look at all the trophies that you won. That's because you have good leadership at the No Excuse, and I'd like to congratulate your coaches and the boxers for doing a great job for the Washington metropolitan area. Okay?
Thanks, sir.
All right, then. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
See you next time.